Hello everybody, I am Ravyn and this is Ravyn Reads. First, I want to tell everyone that you will see this video at the beginning of every book playlist. It will be the first video that you see. This is mostly because I want everyone to get the same information regardless of which book they go to. I am not a professional voice actor, and I do not do this for money. This is just good fun. I want to warn everybody now that I do have jaw problems, and sometimes my jaw will get very tight and will snap shut. So sometimes I may sound strange or have trouble being verbal in general. Basically, I cannot always move my mouth in the way that I want due to the limitations of my jaw. So the next bit of information will be how these videos will work. The first part of the readings will focus primarily on the cover. I will tell you about the book. I will give you any information and give you links. I will be reading a chapter at a time, so every video after will be by chapter. If you have questions about the book at any time while we're going through it, you are free to leave those questions in the comment section. You can also reach me on my Ravyn group on Facebook or on my author page, also on Facebook. Alternatively, you can also contact me through the Discord server for my books. Links will be made available to you. If there are enough questions, I'll gladly do a follow-up video at the end of each book to answer any questions that I can that have not been covered by the story itself, or we can discuss the book we have finished. Likewise, you're welcome to discuss the books in the group, on the author page, and the Discord server, as I have previously mentioned. If you would like a copy of these books, either while we're reading or afterwards, there will be a link to purchasing information. There will also be a link to Goodreads for you to review the story that you have heard. I very much encourage reviews. There is a rating system in place. I'll be reading different types of stories, so I did want to put that in place so that readers can decide what they can or want to handle, or if they'd allow someone else to partake. It's similar to video game ratings. E is rated everyone. It's safe for everyone to enjoy. There should be little to no offensive material in it. It'll be up to each individual, though, to decide if the story is something they want to listen to or not. The T reading is for teen. This generally starts about 14 and up. And again, I know everyone is different. If a story contains mild sexual content, violence, stuff like that, it will likely get a teen rating. Of course, the M rating is for mature. This is for stuff like romance novels or really dark stories that are somewhat controversial. They could have more graphic sexual or violent content. It is not my responsibility to babysit everybody. The ratings are there for you to decide if you, your friend, your child, or whatever is able to hear these stories. As I said, I'll be reading a variety of different genres. This does include romance, so there will be stories with sexual content from time to time. However, I will not be reading either nonfiction or erotica. For those who don't know the difference, romance is telling a story, erotica is basically writing smut for smut's sake. I want to state that these are not official audiobooks. I'm just reading for fun. You'll probably notice that any audiobook you hear with a professional will probably sound a lot better than what I have to offer. That's why they get the big bucks. For me, this is just for fun. So the next thing I want to talk about is getting your book on my show. I only have so many books at a time, and there may come a time that I have nothing to read from my own personal projects. However, you may want me to read one of your books. This is called the Dry Spell Queue. If you are an author and would like me to read one of your books or several of your books on my show, I can do that. I do take requests, but there are some guidelines. Books that are not mine are likely either from public domain or I've already gotten permission from the authors. Also, if you're requesting that I read your book, it will be put in as requested and will be on a first-come, first-served basis. So the book must be yours or public domain. They must be published and available for sale. I will be asking for a link for people to be able to purchase your book. Again, I will not be reading any nonfiction or erotica. It must be in English, obviously. You must provide a copy of the book in question. This means either an ebook file or physically printed. This way, I can actually read it. This is unless I already own a copy, in which case, you're off the hook for that. Also, I will not be selling the readings I do as audiobooks. I do not receive any money for reading books by other authors. It's just fun. If you like the book, you can look for better quality audiobooks in stores, if you wish. You must have a Goodreads page for the book in question. If you're an author and don't know how to get yourself on Goodreads or add a book, we can discuss that and figure it out. If you have any other questions about anything we discussed here or in general, feel free to contact me on my Facebook group, the Karasu Collective, my author Facebook page, or through the Discord server. I think that about covers everything you'll need to know before enjoying one of my narrations. So from here on out, I hope you enjoy the story.